Hey, Christian, thanks for coming in, man.
Thanks for having me.
I know it's been a rough stretch for you guys. How has it kind of just impacted you personally? I memean, Dan has been so important to your career.
He means a lot to me. When you think about, I was 26 years old when I met Coach Mullen and getting the opportunity to be a grad assistant for him, giving me an opportunity to coach some really good players at Mississippi State, and then to be able to come here. It's something that I know I wouldn't be in the situation I am getting to have the opportunity to be the linebackers coach at Florida without him. And I know, just to lead this team through this game this weekend, that's something that's really important to me to push them and guide them towards a win and to do everything in my power to do that. And I'm forever thankful for his investment in me as a person and as a coach.
So, the first game where you were calling the plays, the start of that game was pretty rough and settled down. Last week, the team really seemed to play with a lot of effort and energy on that side of the ball. What was the big difference, you think?
A lot of it had to do with just continuing to work on detailing the things that we do on a day-to-day basis. I know in my room specifically, I call those guys the leaders of the defense, and so if our communication is great, we're going to perform well. I know anytime we go to play, we have a standard that we want to play to, and I think we spent a lot of time last week getting prepared for Missouri to talking about just let's turn it loose, let's go play the way we know we can, and play one game at a time. And I think that they did a great job of focusing on that mantra throughout the week. And, obviously there's some things we still want to continue to work on to clean up because we want to go win this week. And I think we're going to see a team that wants to come play on Saturday.
And the last thing to that point, it's like everyone expects perfection. But it seems like when there are some breakdowns, they're very costly, like the 41-yard touchdown, the 2-point. Things like that. What is that just the perception that when something happens, or is it like these breakdowns really killers? Like it looks like sometimes.
Yeah, it's obviously sometimes those breakdowns that happen, whether it's a touchdown or at the end of the game. Those are moments that we're trying to eliminate, and our players know that, and we talk to them about how important it is. And in practice, I spend every moment with my linebackers saying this could be the one. And we had a couple of those on Saturday, and my job as a coach and the leader of the defense right now is to continue to guide them towards eliminating those errors and to be the best they can be. And I know that what's expected. It's expected to not have any errors, and we talk about that. But as a coach, I expect mistakes in practice, and we try to detail them so we can be our best when they matter most. And we're continuing to do that, especially some of the things that showed up in the last game.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Zach Evalberti.
Hey, Christian, going back to Dan, when he had to make a decision on an interim defensive coordinator, obviously he had a lot of options on staff. His decision to give you that opportunity, what did that mean to you? And was that kind of part of the reason why you stayed at Florida instead of going to Michigan was kind of some of the opportunities that you had with Dan that you felt like to advance your career?
I'd say, Dan helped me throughout my career here in just little things, whether it was on the road recruiting, whether it was meeting with him just as an evaluation at the end of the year. And he was always guiding me constantly with little details on helping me become a better coach, and asking me what would you do in this situation and things of that nature. But to have that opportunity to lead, is something that I know how important it is to our players, that they see somebody that is going to help them not only on the field but off the field in this time, but to give them hope that each and every week that we have left that we can go compete at the highest level. And Coach Mullen gave me that opportunity, and I know it's important to the people that love this university that I perform and for my players and for them.
And as I'm sure, as much as you were, looking forward to the chance, the circumstances obviously not what you wanted because of Coach Grantham. How tough was that on you to go through? And have you talked with him through this whole process? Has he still reached out to help you at all now?
He's somebody that I constantly, whether I was with him or without him, that's always been in my corner to guide me and help me. And obviously, we wanted to perform as a defense, and I was a part of that. And I want to make sure that we continue to improve, and that's something that he would want and wants for our team because he loves the players that he got to coach. And I know that this is a business, and we got to continue to push. And I hope that we go perform. And I've told the players, go perform for yourselves. Go perform for you. Because if you care about your brothers, your teammates in this school that you chose to come, and it was a 40-year decision that how they go perform is for them. And my job is to provide the best opportunity for them to go perform. And each week I'm trying to improve on that day to day.
A final question for me. Speaking of players performing for themselves, Tyrone Hopper played out of his mind on Saturday. Could you just talk about what he showed against Missouri and what you feel like how he's progressed at that position?
He can hear me right now, but this is something that I tell him all the time. Is I knew that when he was in high school. I saw it in high school, and I said, when he first got here, I said, one day you're going to see what you become and following the plan. And I think the thing I love most getting to work with him is that you see him, he's grown so much, and sometimes they don't see those things in themselves as it's happening, but we do. I've watched every rep he's taken here at Florida, and to see him improve and to see him trust what we said. And like anything, he's learned about me as I'm learning about him being his coach. And to see him believe in himself and to see him go perform, I'd expect that from him for the rest of his career, and he's going to continue to do that.
Appreciate it, Christian.
Thank you.
Nick Delatorre.
Hey, Coach. You've been on both sides of the Florida-Georgia rivalry. You've been in this Florida State rivalry twice now, I think. What makes, rivalry games so special, and what does it mean to a program to get a win against a rival like this?
I mean, it's just the everyday nature of playing somebody that is the opposite of you in your sport. Obviously, Florida State is a big deal, and our players know that and understand that. And last year, not being able to play that game, that's something that you look forward to going to compete with them and go win. And so I think that anytime, especially this in-state rivalry, it's a special day, and you don't want to come out on bottom. And so we've been talking about going to win for our seniors, going to close out this regular season on a positive note, and to be able to go to a bowl game. And so the stakes are as high as ever, and that's what matters to our players, is they go perform in one Saturday this week and be at their best on Saturday.
What would that mean to you guys as the coaching staff? Obviously, with Dan gone, the future is uncertain for a lot of guys on staff. What would that mean to have 19 more practices and another game with this group for you guys?
That would mean a lot to have some guaranteed days with these players that you spend every day, players that are going to be at your house at Thanksgiving, and people that you promised that you would be there for them. And so to have the opportunity to spend more time with them and to guide them and hopefully lead to a win, that's everything. It means everything to us, and we love our players. And I think the ones that have been left in charge to go finish this thing know it's for them, and it's always and forever will be about them.
Are you tired of hearing the war chant yet?
Yeah, right when they played it. So I'm ready to go.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.